Hey, you're thinking about investing in Bitcoin and you're not sure if it's a good investment or a bad investment. Well, today we're going to go to the charts and I'm going to show you on the charts what my thoughts are on where Bitcoin's going to go next and what it's going to do over the next maybe week or two. But the big thing is, this is a video about investing. This is not about the day trading that we do during the week or the swing trading or that sort of thing. This is the investing video. And I had a guy ask about Bitcoin, and I hope he was asking about investments rather than day trading. But oh well, here it is. It's my point of view on the Bitcoin investment on the charts, because as I've told you, with investing, I only look at the charts. I don't look at the ratios and the assets values and that sort of thing behind the scenes. I'm only looking at where it'll go for you on a charting basis. And you'll see there's a difference in this chart to the normal trading charts that we use during the week. And that is, I add the two moving averages in, that being the 200 and the 50-day moving average, simple moving average, just to see we're bullish or bearish. Now, with investing, it's a tricky thing because just a little bit of disclaimer, guys, and that is, I don't trade Bitcoin. I don't touch Bitcoin, never have, never will. And let me explain why. My opinion of Bitcoin is it's the biggest Ponzi scheme that was ever invented on earth. There is no bigger Ponzi scheme in my opinion. And the thing is, when I invest in something, whether it be an equity or an index or anything to that effect, it has to have an asset value. It has to have some kind of price to earnings. It has to have some kind of earnings ratio. It has to have assets and liabilities. It has to, for me, if I'm investing in something, I'd like it to be a physical store that I can walk into and see that it exists. Now, Bitcoin has none of the above. I also like my equities if I invest in them to pay me a dividend yield. And you'll say to me, but Rob, you invest in, or you swing trade indexes and Forex all week long. I mean, surely it's the same. No, it isn't. When I invest into Forex, I know it's got an asset value tied to the country it belongs to. When I invest into a commodity, I know it's got an asset value based on, if I invest in oil, I know there's a certain amount of oil available against that price. I also know that if I invest in, for example, the indexes, the US 500 or the DAX or anything like that, the equities will make up that index, and all those equities have got some form of asset value or some form of financials. Bitcoin has none of the above. Bitcoin is effectively fresh air. So I prefer not to invest in it. I mean, you only have to look back at one of my older videos where I spoke about what Jamie Dimon said from JP Morgan, what BlackRock said about Bitcoin themselves, where they say it's at your own risk if you trade into this particular type of instrument. What you got to look out for, imagine what's going to happen when the governments of the world bring out their own digital currency. Surely they're going to want to get rid of things like Bitcoin. Surely Bitcoin is not going to be able to compete against the digital currencies that are going to come out from the governments of the world. And remember, when the government brings out a digital currency, it's going to have an asset value based on that country again, just like the normal currency that they use on a day-to-day basis. Always remember with a Ponzi scheme, and you'll say to me, yeah, but you missed out, Rob. Yes, I did. But here's the thing. The guys that get into the Ponzi scheme first always win. It's the guys who get in last that end up losing. And I don't want to be one of those guys getting in last, because I just feel that we're very close to the governments of the world bringing us a digital currency, and I think it's going to be major competition for the Bitcoin. But let me not waste any more of your time. Let's get to the charts. Let's go and have a look at the charts and let's see where we think it's going to go in the end term. It's not for me to decide whether you invest in Bitcoin or not. If that's your choice, that's your choice. And all I can do is tell you which way I think it's going to go in the near future. One warning from my side on Bitcoin is, if you trade it in on a Friday and it's at 60,000, you could easily come back on Monday and find that it's zero, because just like any other Ponzi scheme, they usually crash over the weekend. Just remember, investing is risky, and if you don't like risk and you don't like losing money, don't trade. If you're into day trading or swing trading, pop down to the description, get your free Forex book. I've got a free Forex book for you there, and I also post a trade of the day every single day on my blog. Just an idea, not trading advice, just an idea, and you can go and check that out on a daily basis. The links are in the description for you there, so you can go and grab them. But guys, let's go and have a look at the charts. Just remember, this is just my idea of Bitcoin. This is not trading advice. This is just to help you along. Here's the charts. Here we are on the daily level of Bitcoin. And as I said to you, I don't normally trade Bitcoin. Now, I take my levels from the weekly chart and then I bring them back to the the day chart. So that's your resistance level on the weekly chart, and that's your support level on the weekly chart. Obviously, I'll take it to the weekly chart, put it on a line chart, because we look for the closing prices, bring it back to a candle chart, now bring it back to the day chart. Now on the day chart, we've got a clear resistance level sitting at around the 70,000, when it's between 70,000 and 72,200. And we've got a support level sitting at 56,000 to 57,500. It's quite far away from its support level, and it's pretty close to its resistance level. So if you're thinking of investing in this, you're in the right place, because your 50-day moving average is above your 200-day moving average. You can clearly see that here. I mean, it hasn't really crossed down for quite a long time. So I would say that Bitcoin is pretty bullish at the moment. It's been on a nice bullish run going up, clearly, and now it's sort of developed into a bit of a flag pattern. Now, what you can normally tell from a flag pattern is it will normally break out and go long. So what you can do with Bitcoin at the moment is you can either wait for the price to come back to support in the flag and then take a long going up. That will work if it does that. But if it doesn't do that, let's say that it keeps on going up, what you got to do is see if it breaks the flag pattern. If it breaks this pattern, then you'll wait for it to go up, it'll come back down, and you can take a long trade up, because then it's broken the pattern. If it breaks the pattern, it'll probably continue on to the upside. Now that pattern will clearly be on a trend, which is a sort of, let's draw a trend line in here. It'll be in that. So the pattern will break around this area here. That's your break of pattern. So that means your flag's broken out and it's going up. And then you can effectively, when you've got a green candle, you can just invest and go long, and it should continue going long from that point. Other than that, like I say, if it comes down, it'll hit the support and then it'll go back up. But then it's more like a trade, because it's going to be still in this range. What you're waiting for is for it to effectively break out of this pattern, to break out of this pennant flag pattern type thing here. So because it's been in this bullish run, and the only thing that will go against that is if it turns negative for whatever reason, breaks down through the support, then you can kiss it goodbye, and you'll probably see a death cross through the 200-day moving average. But for now, it's bullish. And quite frankly, guys, if you were an investor in any other stock, it's just that I'm a little bit biased towards Bitcoin, but in any other stock, I'd probably tell you just buy it, because it's in the right place, it's very bullish, and it's very powerful. But with it being Bitcoin, I would rather wait for a better deal or a better confirmation. So a better deal would be coming down to the support level here, and better confirmation would be for it to break out of this pattern and continue on its upside. The minute it breaks through this pattern, guys, and gives you a nice green candle to the upside, you can actually buy it, which means you can actually buy it at around 71,000 and you'll be perfectly comfortable. Or the flip side, you can buy it at 57,000. But if it gets down to support, make sure you get a confirmed green candle coming out of support, because if it breaks through this support, you can kiss it goodbye. It's going to come down to 51,000, and if it breaks that support, then it's going to come all the way down to 42,000. So be very careful of it breaking these support levels. Like I say, watch for that break, and that's where your trade is. So I hope that helps you for Bitcoin this week, and I hope the guy that asked about Bitcoin was asking for investment, not for day trading or swing trading. You can day trade and swing trade Bitcoin on a regular basis, but it might be a bit slow, and if you want to day trade and if you want to move a little bit faster, I would recommend that you rather look at things like Forex. It's a little bit quicker and probably a little bit better when it comes to that. But if you're investing and you're looking to invest in this product, this is where I stand on the charts, and this is where we're going with it. So now you've seen the chart, you know where Bitcoin's going this week and what my feeling is on it. But like I said to you guys, it's just my idea on where I think it might go. There's no guarantees. Remember that trading is a 50-50 game. Investing is also a 50-50 game. I can't promise you that it's going to go up and stay going up. Look, if you're talking about a large company like a Coca-Cola, a McDonald's, or an Nvidia or something like that, I'll tell you, well, you're investing into an asset that's got asset value, and no matter what happens, you can just leave it, forget about it, and walk away. Bitcoin is a little bit different, guys. You've got to be very careful if you're investing in something like that, because it's not as straightforward as they make it out to be. And I suppose if you understand how this blockchain technology works and how all this fresh air investing works, you can explain it to all of us. That'll be great. Let us know in the comments, or send us in the right direction on why you think Bitcoin is going to be around forever. I don't. I personally don't. Just my opinion. And like I say, it's not for me to tell you how to invest your money. You decide at the end of the day. But guys, thanks for watching. I hope this helps. And if you've got anything you want me to look at for next week, let me know. Just drop it in the comments or drop it in the community tab or send me an email and say, Rob, will you have a look at this stock for me next week? And then next Saturday, I'll see if I can have a look at it for you. Thanks for watching. Till Monday, actually, because on Monday you get the day trading video, the swing trading video, and you'll be able to watch that if you're into that sort of thing. Cheers, guys. Ciao, and bye.